Hello everyone, we're back to Guild Wars 1. Don't make bad decisions. This game really probably shouldn't be being recorded while I'm out using the internet to download things. You know, because it's technically connected to the internet. Because it is an online game. Doesn't really feel like that at times, but still. Because I have like 2 hours left on my download. But I need to do something. And last time I had a download for Kingdom, I had Kingdom Similar going, and oh god, the audio distortion. The audio distortion was bad. Isn't that bad yet. Besides, there's actually less talking in this. Generally. Generally, I have to read all the quests. Generally, well, we'll see how combat is. Combat might be a bit, with the audio distortion. As for lag, power ping's fine. Maybe not fine. But anyway, let's go get crest. Now, things are going very slightly because we have Margaret and not Master Whispers. And the game's going to direct us to one place instead of upper place. I instructed you to help I serve Archer and the mighty lords the Citadel tries a gun against the inhuman Hecate and Harpies. I've been hearing rumors that the numbers of these toad-like creatures are increasing, and maybe a massive attack if I my colleague Sergeant Barkon. So we have a bar romp and a Barkon. In the mirror of listen and get what information you can. Then speak to Commander Tanmod and deliver a report on the situation. Sure. Herp, herp, herp. Yes, very much a Pedro. Von Venerable, the unknown town Conan playwright, has graciously rented out the Barker Amphitheater from none other than the esteemed Barker the Magnificent himself, with a very special performance. They says for Sweet Bobby Basram, he specifically had invitations for you to rehearse for the upcoming performance for you to attend. Oh sure, I love theater. We need to speak to Kahani first though. Wait, what? I've mastered notes from every school of thought, but the mysterious nature to women still eludes me. Well, good luck with that. I'll be over here, you know, doing the stuff. Keep track of the great writings of Abby, and many of the last ones as well. Every play passes beneath my eyes. Yes, I suffer from my art. Yeah, my frames are a bit low. 30. There it goes. Back up to 100 and something. Back down to 90. Woof. Anyway. And the thing I'm most concerned about is the whole, what we've been having, this issue of like the connections getting interrupted and stuff. Like I've been having lag at times. For no real specific reason. I haven't figured that out yet. It's really bad in Guild Wars 2 when it's like, oh, well, and you're disconnected during a meta event, and then you can't get back into the place, and then you don't get the loot. Guild Wars 1, it's less bad, because Guild Wars 1 has, well, most everything's instanced. So long as the internet comes back, you can usually rejoin where you were, which is good. Alright, forward to the mirror list. It's sand. I mean, at least those trees around. But still. Better than the Crystal Desert. I'll give it that. So they want to go talk to Kahani. However, we could also go well, talk to that one. We will head that way shortly. That is one thing I need to grab first. Yeah, I could finally hear that audio distortion. Unfortunate that. And I can feel that lag. At times. But, meh, I have 2 hours. I need to do something. Let's see how combat sounds. Oh god. Well, that was to see the other island over here. We want to go to this island. We're going to. Yeah. Is that me? It's half an hour. Not good. There we go. I think that one's dead. But the reason why we came to this island, there's very treasure. It's one of those secret treasure things. And you get 2 platinum. Yeah, just imagine if that was in Guild Wars 2. Oh jeez, those things are being camped like shit. Just random hidden, well, I won't say random, specifically hidden treasure spots. Like there was, you know, specifically hidden treasure spots in Guild Wars 2, except for compared to this, yeah, the War don't really work. The most time when I really get a single go though. I guess I don't think this here's a thing yet, sadly. But yeah, take note of that rock face though. Pretty rock face, isn't it? Totally pretty rock face. Take note of it. Totally pretty rock face. Rock face we can't go through. But just take note of it. Make sure you noted it. We'll come back to it. Anyway, since we're here, let's go grab another location. This one you should probably make sure to lose like that. No stats. I guess I was throwing one your war. Hey, remember that disconnect I mentioned? Fun times, fun times. Like how I am checking my internet. Internet looks fine, so yes, I would like to reconnect. I didn't even feel a single bit of lag though. It just, that was instantaneous. Normally you start noticing the lag, like, oh no, my character is stuck and not moving. My character is not doing anything. My character's rubber banded. The ping is going up excessively. That was just, it just dropped. Like I look at my download, it's like, it's still going. So, huh. But yeah, see? Look how good that was. Yeah, Guild Wars 2 doesn't have that functionality. It drops you to your character select, and then you lose your place in the map. It's fun like that. So anyway, this leads to Louis Flint Macaroon, which we'll need to go to at some point soon. For 2 reasons. Actually, a lot more reasons than 2. Actually, probably a lot more reasons than 2. Yeah. But I wanted to grab it since we were in the area. I'm trying to remember how long it takes to go to treasures to refresh. I think around a couple months or so, maybe longer. I know they have diminishing returns the more you do them. On characters, anyway. Which is why I've done which is why I haven't really done them a lot. I usually do them for characters that are working through Nightfall. And then I'll really come back. Because let's face it, I don't really need money in this. Let's face it, who's really playing Guild Wars 1 at this point? The economy's, yeah, it's a thing. It's mostly bots and real life money traders left now. I mean, I sort of wish I could have transferred, like, you know, all my gold in this into, like, money in the Overwatch 2. Like, I mean, even if it's like 100,000 just one gold, I mean, that's still 600 gold. So, yeah. Let alone the actors and everything. Oh, jeez, the actors in this were equivalent to actors in that. Oh, yeah, we'd all be rich, wouldn't we? Guys, when Guild Wars 1 first came out, well, I guess it wouldn't be when it first came out, but eventually people started using Ethos as currency because, well, they hit the math currency. So Ethos became a form of trading. But, like, instead of just using money. Now, oh god, look at that frame drop. 4 now. So blank. Bad, yo. It's highly expensive for a spell, but you can just stack it. Does loads of damage. Because, oh no, you set things on fire. Well, let's do damage to everything that's on fire. By the way, let's look at 7 flames. Damn, target foe and all nearby foes are struck with 7 flames. Foes already on fire when the skill is cast or struck for 100 and sends fire damage. Foes not already on fire begin burning. So basically you use it to set them on fire. Then you use it again to make them take loads of damage. However, I prefer Savannah Heat. Because the thing about Savannah Heat is it's basically Firestorm. Let's look at Firestorm for a second. You create Firestorm on target, post location, post adjacent to the location, struck for 37 fire damage each second. So you're saying, wait a second, that means Savannah Heat does less damage. But it doesn't. So you create Savannah Heat at target force location. For 5 seconds, all notified foes take 1 fire damage for each second the spell has been in effect. So, Firestorm lasts 10 seconds. 37 times 10. That's, 370. Ton of heat though. 5 seconds. 5 times. Well, actually, let's see. It's not 5 times tray 1. It's tray 1. Then double that, I believe. Damn, 5 times 6. I think? Or is it? I increased every second. Maybe it is just trying 1 for 5 seconds, which isn't that great. That's just the same as 5 stuff. I think it does double. I'm confused. Oh, we're doing Nightfall to grab more locations. This place is a thing. Do you think there would be more of a shadow on the way, though? I mean, there's this big thing over top of it. That should cause a bigger shadow on the thing. Just that. It's not even a shadow, that's a reflection. How do shadows work? So the Grand Quarters is back it's relevant later on. Also, I'm pretty sure I never really went the whole in the videos about the whole I forgot what they're called. The whole hero team. Entry team, Menlo, Sen, Devonna, Aiden, who are literally in all the games, except for Eve. I think she showed up later in Promises. Yeah, they all just sort of, I guess they have things to say like that. I think the download changes slightly depending on which location they're at, map-wise, potentially. So, what do you children think of things? I'm trying to talk to you, young child. The young child has no responses. The Auditorium children have responses. What do you have to say? Hello, party. Go away, I'm gonna have to move this situation. 3 more weeks and I have enough money to craft that new armor. 3 more weeks. Just home taking a nap. Don't need sunscreen to harness the flames down like rabid animals. Precious gypsies about to hunt sunspurs, not gypsies. Better them than us, I say. Isn't gypsy now offensive to their culture or something? Oh, and this game was made back in 2005, so... Well, this one was made in 2006. 7? 6. Because we're one of the greatest unicorns ever known. How I envy Ferris's troops. Anyway, hi, Kahani. May Alyssa's blessings be with you to end of your days. Yeah, that's good and all, but Prince Parker went to his theater after some coding an upstart director. That doesn't seem bad. Damn it. And there goes the cough. That doesn't just seem right for Ferris's forces moving in under the guise of protecting the princess. There might be more to it than this meets the eye. When it comes to the performances for his venue, Prince Parker is a persnickety one. Could be the first time to lose Parker and to help with his stunning fight Ferris. I sure don't understand why we're considered as stunning. Like, sure, the Sunbury Great Hall and everything is but for the most part, it would apply that should have been born or true. Fuck you too. How's my download going? My download's going fine, so shut the fuck up, game. We're fine. The connection... Are you struggling? Okay. That's gonna be problematic if it's gonna keep doing that.
Good fine.
The download's going fine. So, I'm pretty sure my rates are fine. I guess it's just... yeah. Like, it's not interrupting for long enough to really affect, but yeah, it's interrupting long enough to affect this. Fine. Well, that's gonna be a constant problem now. 'Cause I still have... oh, an hour and 30-some minutes? Well... Commoner, what do you have to say? Commoner. Commoner.
I just thought that too.
Do you the sun's first attack that part
In the guns last night.
We went for the mountains change, that's a bad sign. It's dangerous to travel between towns these days. Too many monsters and suns first about. Yes. Because basically, okay, so they think for some reason sun spirits are considered a stand because both of them is stand. Makes sense. But at the same time, then you have characters like us who are from prophecies. We're considered forward characters at times. But for the most part, yeah, the game has this problem. It was written for you to be specifically from
At place. Good.
thing. Like, the game's written for it to be like, Prophecies characters do the Prophecies campaign, Factions characters do the Factions campaign, Nightfall characters do the Nightfall campaign. That's how the stories were written. However, that wouldn't make sense from a gameplay perspective to lock the player off from being able to do all of them. Except for the beginnings. Oh no, they had to lock the players off from being able to do the beginnings because story purposes.
Just remember this
Game has a story happening. It's not just a typical MMO where you toss in and hope you have a little fun. Like say WoW or something.
story.
Didn't really exist much until later.
I think WoW tried to do
Which, okay. That's a thing you could do. Make it so the common player can't experience the story. Good for you guys. Why am I going? Because it's where the first star was born, and it's why. But I don't want to go that way. I don't want to go that way. Add more locations to my map. Because this is like the central hub, in a way, for this area. Go out here, you have one Bacchus area, one that leads to Prince Ventu's area, one that leads to Prince Atu's area, or whatever his name was. Which I believe there was I can't remember if there's a bounty for hunting these things there, but that's Lightbringer, I think. Which means this hill is technically a potential place to farm for Lightbringers. But yeah, so with the way the story was created, basically there were set points where the character, say, namely, let's say Prophecy's character. Prophecy's character has to reach Lion Sarge. Then it can go to, you know, factions, Nightfall like we did. Which leads to problems with the way the game is designed, because, let's say you're a factions character, so you have which means you go through the whole island. Reach the city, then you can go to Prophecies. So reach Lion's Arch, and they immediately are like, hey, you should go talk to the White Mantle. Now, if you're a factions character, you don't know anything about the White Mantle. As a Prophecy character, you barely know much about the White Mantle, but hey, you've met them. Met a person in Ascalon. So at least you know somewhat about them. So as a factions character, you're just sort of tossed into that, and the problem though is the way the story is developed. Yeah, they sort of just say, hey, you're now a knight in the White Mantle. You didn't meet Jessica or Habrion. You didn't get Ascalonians led into Christ. You didn't do any of that stuff. I wouldn't say it's bad storytelling, but at the same time, yeah, it's a bit. It's the part we're trying to make it so, you know, everyone can do the story, when it's specifically designed from a certain viewpoint. And then you have other characters joining in that aren't at the same viewpoint. Because, you know, it's a Prophecy story, and then you come in with a factions character. Part of it doesn't really make sense. Namely, one of the late missions, spoilers happen, and you refer to someone that you have never probably met as a factions or Nightfall characters coming in. Because it was designed, hell, before they even had the idea, you know, fuck you, expansions and stuff. This is gonna be fun, isn't it? But yeah, my point being, some of the stuff isn't written that well as it should be. Anyway, before I go talk to you, I need to go and heal. Claim this area. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's just because of like the, you know, my connection issue that seems to be a thing now, or if it's because, you know, we're downloading it, and that's causing issues too. It's probably not helping. And I mean, those Commander Tanmouth I'm gonna go talk to. But I want this area just cause. We'll come back to it, I'm sure. Now then, let's go talk to people. As I was encountering troops travel through here and something else, foul dark shapes moving among them. You mean the Markanites? Paul Rob is right. I see Hecate on every ridge line and in the powers as well. The attack is imminent, but they're waiting for more units of supplies before striking. Similar to Tamarath that requires our services, we are more than willing to send a few Hecate to those graves. Okay, now we'll go back and help. I probably should have grabbed it first, but you know. It's right there after all. Hi, Sunspill. What brings you here? What? Buchan says the attack is coming from the Haggard? Interesting. They are nasty creatures, those foul toads, but they don't have the equipment or leadership to assault the citadel. Don't we can't be too careful. I need more details, and you can help me get them. We now know that the hacker attack is true, but unfortunately, that's all we have to go on. Search Barker is willing to help me. I suggest you tell him what has transpired. But I feel like we're missing some details, though. I suggest you tell him what has transpired. He's the one who told us to go in here. He knows what's transpired. We need to uncover the details of the attack of future threat. Step behind the enemy lines and see what you can find. I mean, doesn't that feel a bit weird? Okay, yes, he must know what transpired. You mean how I went and talked to him like he told me to talk to you? Yeah, venture those cries from her. Yeah. Like, what do you have to say? Eek! A mouse! Hey, don't laugh at me. Push down the line. My flash is just creepy. And then there was a wilderness of bar. I believe most of this is more for Master Whispers. But we'll go out here anyway. I mean, he has a decent citadel here. I mean, look at this place. Because it depends from this area. This area there isn't really a thing. I forget what it's called. But yeah, it exists in Guild Wars 2, but it's not really a place you can go to. People wish to know me better. They must know that the power is instilled in me. I was raised in the desert, away from the eyes of civilization. Strength of action, persistence, and a family or two I hold dear. Eventually he's going to have Crash too, but I forget when. Yeah, there's a lot of quests and figuring out when they happen. That's the problem with Nightfall. There's basically a lot of things require you to advance stories to certain points before quests start popping up. Then they expect you to remember the fact that there was a quest. Also, if you get disconnected on this, you do go back to the characters. So, let's see. Because Outposts are instances that you just recover from. Outposts are designed for, you know, everyone else to be going through, so they're not specifically tailored to be able to just recover who you were. I know, right? Unfortunate that. Which is sort of why it doesn't exactly work in Guild Wars 2, because, well, with the constant, consistent world, persistence and all that. So if the player drops, oh no, the player drops. It's not like these instances here where, oh no, the player dropped. Well, we need to put the player back exactly where they were. If they can, sure. Which helps with, like, say, missions. Especially missions. Because the thing about missions, though, is that most of them don't have restaurants. Most of them don't have checkpoints. So if you drop, you better hope you can get back in. Because you don't want to waste, you know, potentially 30 minutes to an hour because, oh no, you couldn't reconnect. Or you have to redo the whole thing from the start. Yeah. Client computer servers, there are several clusters of hackers stationed nearby. If we step into them undetected, we might be able to collect some useful information. We must be careful though. The hacker can be a nasty bunch, especially with surprise. So basically, we need to go spy on the hacker. First camp is just up ahead. And by the way, hunt elemental creatures for 2 points instead of 1 point. 2 points. So it was still the double weekend. Or week or whatever. I think it's Northern support, which means I have the north. So you can get double out of the north rep. Woo. I like how I said rep. You know, points on your title. You know that. Because Lightbringer's gonna take us a while. I mean, 2 points. We'd still need half to murder 50 of these things. What was that? Just keep it down. We don't want to attract the attention of the head. No. Just keep it down. We don't want to attract the attention of the head. Or are you guys going to continue speaking? Don't mind much about your stomach. Rumble again. Have you had enough? Have you eaten 2 villagers this afternoon? Oh, there was skin and belly meat on the bones. I want to give her a fat, delicious turkey. Said that rumps for eating all day. Bah! Alright, back to business. We can always spend the shipment. When does that arrive soon? Around noon. This spread will be joined by a heavily loaded troop carrying general reactors and enough food so that our warriors will fight with full bellies. I'll be fortunate for without the human war marshal's help, we would never be able to defeat these hatred and tasty babians. To our help and to our victory. Or to that sus. Cause, well, for starters, oh no, the war marshal's helping the frogs. Also the fact that the heck could eat people. Pretty sure they stopped doing that 250 years in Guild Wars 2. But you know. Also the fact they understand concepts such as new and all that. Well, I mean, they are smart enough to carry weapons and armor, so... But isn't this concept of the proper of time like that more of a human concept? I don't know. The whole humanization. We could go into the argument, but you know, we didn't know that. That's a problem. Massive veteran drama. Because oh no, we're in a new galaxy. Let's make things that seem, you know, they can just understand us and everything just right off the bat. It's stupid. Especially the whole labeling of things. Yeah, we'll just call these things cats, right? You know. And then everyone else will talk about it. That makes no sense at all. You can't just name something and then everyone else calls it that. Especially when they've been there before you have. It still bothers me to this day. Sorry, we need to get back to this focusing, right? Because remember, we still have over... still have an hour and the various minutes and stuff, we... Stop. One of the ferrets is sitting among her spatial advisors. You mean the Morganites? Probably the Morganites. Oh, not the nasty things, all purple and shiny. Makes my warts crawl just to look around. Sure, these days are more of them in the Conan army than humans, it seems. But then there are some. I just want to point out that I don't remember Hecate actually being in Elona in Guild Wars 2. I remember Harpies, frickin' Harpies, but I don't remember the Hecate being. Well, at least not in, well, like they are in this, as a threat. what the heck would more of the eye of... Yeah, the one from Eye of living down there in the... I can't show it here, the jungle area. Oh, sorry, just head back now, we just head. Okay. How I mentioned that there's, there's just this whole area here. That's the thing. I forgot what it was called in Guild Wars 2, but it's just a place that doesn't really, it's labeled, but it's not really, a place you can go to. Just like, say, for example, this island. There's a lot of places on the map that exist, but of course you can't really, they're not playable areas. Like, Ender Dragons made the map bigger, so you could see, like, more this way. And more this way. And there was a interesting looking potential half of a continent. Oh, more like part. You can only barely see, like, this much of it. Over, like, way over this way. Way over this way. Like, what the hell is that? And there's parts over the hill that look interesting. But still, what the hell is that? It's like there's obviously stuff planned in the future, right? Does it involve those areas or not? Those is running weapons to the Hecate. I find that hard to believe, but it does make sense considering what's been happening recently. My faith in you is in well placed. We've gone towards a success. Now we know what we're doing. I can devise a plan to thwart the Hecate. We have to stop the shipment. Oh, we need your help once again. I was Scout General who was watching the major trades. Meet up with her if anyone can find the caravan we're looking for. It'll be Danra. We must stop those weapons supplies from reaching the Hecate camp, or else we will be overrun. In the cities of Dazagon could be lost. Make haste and send that cursed caravan to Balthazar. Sure. And now we go deal with this shipment. Huzzah. But yeah, of course there has to be more stuff planned for Guild Wars 2. They literally said that Ender Dragons won't be the end of the story. It's just the end of the whole dragon stuff. Which has been the whole focus of Guild Wars 2 since it started, technically, so... Starting on this one, when you journey through, have you just... Do so okay? Oh, the heck and harpies are swarming. I've seen current troops on the move, loaded down with those heavy burdens they were. Those would be your weapons, I wager. You find them up ahead, I'll come up here and we can make quick work of them. Well, first let me go pick up my bounty. Because why not increase my Lightbringer rep while, working here? I remember Roaring Eater's hair. I haven't pointed out yet, but they have red. See, look. Nope, they're not useful. Like, I know they have red stickers, but they're not useful. Say wait, what? I clearly remember them having red stickers. I'm gonna take the glitter first. I forget how much that's worth. Yeah, they don't really use resin on the genie, they use it on the jump. Those, there goes one. So like that res one, and then you're too busy carrying the one that's just res one. So then the one that was just res will end up resing the other one. That was a bit problematic. But yeah, here's a decent early place for life. If you really want to speed it up, you would switch to hard mode. Deal with them on that. But yeah. Oop, I can feel the lag this time. We dropping? We may be dropping. Never mind, well that's back. How's the download? 163.7 and it's stuck. Well, that's not good. Let's check my resource monitor. It's dropping. It's dropping. The basic's not getting a signal right now, which means it's obviously interrupted the connection. That's not good. Temporary error. Retrying. Oh, and it's back. Yeah, here's the thing. If I was actually just using like Chrome to download, that would be. It would broke so early on. Cause I hate the default download system for like Chrome, Firefox, and all that. Cause it has no recovery. It's just, oh, it's download, and it's. Back when I was downloading mods and things. Good old days. Like, oh well, this one's too big, so it's just gonna stop. Not even halfway through. And I'm gonna say it's done when it's not done. Oh, it's okay. But anyway, rolling ears. Now, I won't say they're the most threatening thing, but they do a decent amount of damage without stacking that one spell they've been doing. The Gen are, in my opinion, more threatening, though. When all that West was monsters. And that. Hey, you then over the whole rest of everything. So here's a bunch of garments. Oh no, it's garments. There's a shipment guard captain. Should probably go deal with them. But firstly, priest. Remember, a priest can't remove themselves. Like, oh no. Damn. Well, let's test that one. Now it's not worth doing. Why are you still on? Well, I believe that was all of that. And then we go back. Thank God you made it back in one piece. I heard reports of the forces accompanying that shipment had more troops with it than expected. Other additions supplies to reinforce things to take the citadel. But is gone is crippled, at least for now. But we stay on our toes. If Ever truly wants to take the citadel, she may now commit her own forces. So yeah, that's the last of that quest. Chain? Line? For now? I mean, there's still more stuff, but that's later on, I believe. Yes. Anyway, I believe that means we just move on to the next thing, which is back to the main story. But I'm not going to do that in this episode. As I said, this is the central hub. This map. So we'll go ahead towards the other location. I don't think there's any quests there yet. But we'll go ahead that way. Prince Barker, by the way, has quite a bit of quests. Quite a bit. Well, notice most of them require specific people. But you may... Well, there's another one of those choice things. Which means you can do like half these things, then you'll have to come back much later on to do the other half of these things. But I can't remember if you get trade contracts or not. You should get trade contracts. The thing is, you don't get nearly enough. I think you might gain enough to gain at least maybe 3 that much time. That's a good for that. There's another location over this way. I sort of want to go pick up too. Oh, so there's quest in here that you're not really allowed until a certain point of the game, or if you have Telcor. We have Telcor with you. Oh no, or elementalist, and she's fine. This one's a bit slow to get to and from. Thinking pretty much almost all the citadels except for Prince Mentu's is a bit slow to get to because you have your entry point, but then some places you have to go all the way through the area to get to where you want to go. It's been unfortunate that, especially when you have to do multiple quests back and forth. So yeah, there's just this township hill. I mean, looks nice. There's grass. There's grass. Anyway, this guy has a quest for us. Problem though is he doesn't have it yet. The person employed mentor the wise. I've rubbed elbows with so much of every week that my shirts reek of royalty. Ah, good for you. There's also another quest I want. I need to go find. The problem is I can't remember exactly where it is. I know it's someplace here, I believe. Oh, I'm going to go back over things. So, over the home to Chalkern. I don't think there's a quest here yet. But, you know, I have time to go, so We're just gonna go on a little exploration. Because I have to wait for the stupid download for another hour and something minutes. Don't think we're gonna be recording for the 4 hours still, but you know. We can at least go look around. Because, you know, that's the thing we can do. After all, I'm missing Gilbert's 2 stuff right now. I should be fishing. But, nah, well, we're fine. Fine. Focus. Fine. Yeah, it's totally possible to get through here without drawing aggro, which is nice. But yeah, see, we have to literally run all the way over here. It's not that far, but still, it's far enough that there's like you have to take a bit of a jog to get there. I forget if there's any secondary exits. I don't think there's any this way, but just like this way. Probably is. It's just, you know, map version. But yeah, it's just all the way over now. There's a bunch of people that aren't relevant, but yet have names. There's a merchant. Look at this Skull Comment Hill. Hi. This is the House of Learning. Yeah. Just decided to make his powers into basically a giant library. Which I mean is a thing you could do. It's so covered with magical creatures and demons that you get together with the natural wonders of normal animals. I'm currently running the definitive work on warthogs. Well, good for you. Ensuring all this knowledge and history gives me such a sense of peacefulness. One could be lulled to sleep among the stacks. Stone Hill is friends. Oh, just floating around the oh, he's still talking about that mine. Tell me about your library. My library is a wonder of the world, young one. Ancient scrolls. Attached from interior, ancient ores stand in corner. And all the strange places throughout the world can be found within its walls. I even have some tales that were found on an island far off the coast, an island that mysteriously disappeared thereafter. Could be the Iogen Theo. Could be. I see I have your attention. Yes, my library is magnificent. I encourage you to come and see for yourself. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. So, there's just tapestries. Tapestries with just scrolling text. That's a thing you can do. This library is wonderful. Find so many interesting things here, for instance. Trying to determine who would win a fight between Spear Marshal Cormac or Austin. Lava Pello Joker versus Lake Life. So many potential battles. Okay, well, these phones aren't what they used to be. Some right cow potions. Oh, so I'm here to look into Crest. Ah, here we go. This one. This one. Oh, hi there. You caught me in the middle of my research. I made a recent discovery about a rather hardy desert flower that has foraging medicinal benefits, dude. I can extract matter from its buds to treat night blindness, appetite loss, and depression with only mild hallucinogen side effects. My problem, I'll have difficulty procuring more samples, dude. Like, I heard the garden of Severum has a number of these rare Mechana plants. Mechana. You know? Just totally not marijuana. Speak to horticulturists, head in and see if you can find me more specimens. I'll pay you for your time, dude. botanical research. Of course, it's always for research purposes, you know. Totally for research purposes. Spending the whole bargain about stuff. Like I would stay and listen, but yeah. I think for the most part, that is what we want. That question. Just cause. Cause hey, we'll leave to the garden of Saturn, and there's a couple of rest there, potentially. That was also Princess. Oh, where would the sewers might power thirst upon me, family, are we concerned? Well, for stats, my sewers will be a surprise possession we saw bought and displayed, am I doomed to such an insignificance? Well, that was Princess Jasmine. Currently writing paper on the origins of the world, monsters of the first city, and how it relates to the ancient Aryan kings. There's also a quest later on from him, but I forget when that is, and I think it's pretty difficult. Dark. Papers want to be get to the scribes, mainly the matter of oh, you're not one of the pages, are you? My decision is ready for publication. Perhaps the princess would like to hear about it. Perhaps the princess would like to hear about it. She used to show my stories as a child. I think he might be referring to Talcor. Like, I'm not sure if she's related to Talcor or if she's just random princess who fits this tale. These new young librarians have no respect for their elders. And hey, the gods have blessed the world with their faith. But yeah, I think we got the only quest we can really get. It's one of those things where you should probably explore, but you know. At the same time, yeah. And now we have powers for scrolling stair tapestries. My name is Antohonia. Say it with me. Antohonia. Rolls off the tongue like morning dew on a leaf, yes. His wise and put over in the honor of running great life where I take my job seriously. Some might say, oh, you take I run things with an eye first, but I'm a filmman. Always no, forget to check your references. So no one's going to explain how the test is working like that. Apparently no one's going to explain that. Yeah, she's the library's reference you speak for head scholar cut strong. I'm probably getting scratch. Like, how would I even get a document? The words are scrolling on the thing. Anyway. So before we head back. Ah yes, there is an overtime we can grab. Yeah, this episode might be a bit long. Probably. But I still have, you know. Under an hour now. Yay. I was gonna say, wait, how is it using that much? I think it's lying to me. I'm pretty sure it's lying to me. Because I'm looking at my resource monitor on how much it's using. Yeah, the site says it's using a lot more than that. That's better. Yeah, it's better an hour. It's like, it's using 200 some kilobytes. It's like, yeah, I don't think it is. Because my rates don't go that high, sadly. So yeah, the only way you can get in there is Telcora. I've had for sure why. Eye guards. This gateway leads to the Manchester Gardens. It's the most sacred and beautiful spot in all Paris. Yeah, that's how we can get in. Because however we get to that crest. Okay, shit, there's two things I want to do on this map. One, to get to the next location, and two, down here. The problem, though, is it's a busy frickin' map. If I was sure it went that way. In fact, I know I should have went that way. I mean, look at this. There's just Hackett and Harpies all over the place. Yeah, we'll come back and go that way. So now we're just gonna make a run for it over hill. which we should be fine. But I mean, there's all these guards, but yeah, all those guards against everything out there, oh, yeah, I don't think those guards stand much of a chance, really. So here's General's Horde. There's also a hedgeway to my bio. To be Princess Levi, if only I had been born into royalty and lost my child rag. All you ever see of me, well, I remember her. Basically found Aladdin. My General's Horde is an outpost. It's technically a mission, but it also leads out into Hill. Which, if I remember right, there isn't Crest Hill. I believe we require the Master of Whispers for Crest Out Hill. But we can go look. Then I need to go back here and head down and grab that. But yeah, as I said, it's gonna be a bit of a long one. So the Venture Vines. That was a mole. Let's see which one's important. Let's see. Oh no, there's a mole. There's a lorry. So curly. Well, there was a bell gun. And yeah, Belgian doesn't have anything. Oh no, why doesn't he have anything? I'm Belgian master of the diamond mines. It's my job to oversee the strategy and operations of the tunnels. I say my work is the pits. But I really dig my job, huh? Yes. Anyway. Okay, so maybe later. Maybe later. Not sure. Because the thing is, yeah, after we beat the game, there's still quite a bit of recapping compared to like prophecies and factions. Yeah, there was quite a bit of after you finish the campaign stuff for Nightfall. Just because, well, you don't have all your party members. So, yeah. You need to have all your party members to be able to do everything. Which is unfortunate because, oh, you chose more of the Slime instead of the Master Whisper. Well, that cuts you off from all this. Which I don't really care for, but yeah, the fact you can do such later on is still decent, but it's sort of like that whole, well, I'll talk after we aren't being powered by, you know, excessive amount of harpies. Oh, and fire dragon? What the hell did they get fire dragon? Basically, hey, you don't have the Master Whispers. You can't access this until that. See, It's either here or here. Can't exactly remember which way. All I know is we just keep heading this way. Oh, so I probably shouldn't be up here in the front. I regret being up here in the front. Yeah, thanks a lot. Train still. Anyway, okay, so not that. Means which. Oh god, it means we're either on the wrong plane. Oh shit. Maybe we are on the wrong plane. Maybe it is uphill. Yeah, I think it is uphill. We went the wrong way. We sure went this way. Whoops. What can I say? It's been a while since I've had to do this. Report that 103 goes. What should you take 103 divide 8? Yeah, you don't really get that much. Alright, so yeah, this way then. Probably that. Which means we have to go up and that way then. Well, maybe I'm completely wrong and it's like over this way. Oh no, I might be completely wrong. It might be the wrong way. Yeah, second guess. Okay. Second guessing myself. This one. Here, hell. Hell, was it that? That was a bunch of Argonite. So usually Argonite. I might be in the wrong. That's a boss. I don't remember having to fight a boss before going though. So yeah, I think we're not in the right. Oh yeah, this is totally not the right area. I can't go that way. Okay, so it's this way. I know. We're getting confused. I'm not doing this on purpose to make the video longer or anything. I'm just struggling with figuring out where things were. It's been... yeah. I have a map with this stuff, but I'm going off my memory, and my memory's like, it's somewhere down this way. You know, down that way. I'm sure you'll find it eventually. But then we try to find it, it's like, yeah, you missed it completely. Now, I was concerned because it's like, hey, that seems a bit too close over there. But okay, fine, it has to be this way. So I back that. Alright, Griffin. plus 10 health again anyway. Yeah, because the Whispers informed to fight, give you bounty for hunting the Roaring Eagles and Jin over there. See that green? That's what we're after. Okay, they noticed this one down here. Completely spacing where we're going. And yet there's one boss there. By the way, take out this group first, say. Taking a bit too much damage. Long boss, so yeah. Counting. No outward manga. Oh no, he's more of a catcher. Fail break. Okay, so let's do not touch or we're gonna go touch. We get on our side. We already have a bunch of riches. Now we're going to melt us. Oh, at least one have some fun to heat too. Yeah, see? What did I say? Oh, that's what I did. Yeah, reach that so that would be or was it try one times how many? So times, well, you know, that would be times 2, 3, yeah, times 2. Okay. So just, so yeah, try one up to times 5. Ugh. That's not bad. I mean, it's a 0 scythe too. 0 scythe's not bad because you hit multiple enemies. Okay, so we can accomplish my goal. We, did the crash, unlocked those locations. There's one thing left I want to do. The problem is I need to remember where it is. There's also a small little tiny outpost somewhere over here, but man, we can worry about that later. As for now, oh shit, this one's gonna be a bit harder for me to find. I know it's someplace out here. Problem though is I can't remember how to reach it. Like, you get there from doing like the Master Whispers side of things. But since we didn't choose that path, yeah, this might be a bit more complicated for me, because I can't really remember how to get there. Also, hey, look, it's Sphecoast, everyone. You know how much I hate Sphecoast. This is the worst process on your computer. Because, hey, congrats, you are doing something. Let's pop up and steal all your internet. Because Windows. There's multiple things that do that. There's the Windows Update. There's delivery optimization. There's background intelligent transfer service. All like to just pop up and be like, hey, you're not busy, are you? You clearly are busy, but we want to use your internet now. You know, you're totally not busy, right? Anyway. Okay, so let's spend the last 15 minutes or so, however long it takes us to get to our next to this destination that I may or may not know where it is. Right. That one leads that way. We don't want that way. We want to go... Okay, I'm going to have to go through the heck it ain't I? Well, trying to evade them, but I'm going to have to go through them. Unless... I'm probably going to get attacked by both groups. Maybe not. Maybe so. Maybe not. Anyway, deal with the Hackett. And then more Hackett showed up out of the water or dirt, you know. Because they're more toad-like than the other ones. The location we're looking for. Yeah, that is. Now this hill is place that. Yeah. They know that guy will be glad for that guy. That's done, probably. So yeah, this hill is a mission. Hi. Are you surprised to see me like this? I don't even know you. By the way, you need to master whispers. There's one way you can defeat the drought without the masters or whispers. But yeah. Anyway, that's not we talk to Mansu. We should talk to him. That's not. Because I want to go show this quest off. We can't identify that bleached skull. We need to identify the bleached skull. Because why else would we be carrying around a bleached skull? Ooh, I didn't have that. Casting tiny spells. Help minus strength. Life is pain, isn't it? Though. Anyway. I don't really care. Boop. 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 That one though, I sort of want to keep the things, but... Well, actually... I'm gonna take that. I could keep the zeros if I really wanted to. Nah, I got just set for 300 something. Okay, so we have the side script. So, real quick. Since Milani's more important than Mods or Kamu, Milani, I did nothing for you though. Okay. Can I even put that on her stick? It replaces enchanting. You know what? It's gone. Make me think about things. Okay, so we have almost 700 gold. Salary deposit. Instead. Okay, lovely. Then next time we do my Zeus quest, because it's a fun quest. But that's for next time. So now, hope you all enjoyed, thank you all, and have a nice day. Yeah, almost made 2 hours. Problem though is it's still gonna be over 40 some minutes because the thing wants to go longer than it should have. Yay, instead of like only 10 or so minutes.